Hello, Scorpio. I'm Lynnie with Sunflower Spirit Tarot, and I am here with a love reading. This is going to be a general message, so whatever I see is what I will read. If you haven't already, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and become an official sunflower. And to all of my returning sunflowers, welcome back. I'm so happy to have you, and I'm honored for another opportunity to read for you. I hope that this message resonates with you. And I hope that it gives you the comfort, confirmation, or clarity that you are seeking at this time. We start today's reading with the Knight of Wands and the Page of Pentacles. This is somebody who, when they first approached you, seemingly came almost out of nowhere. You were at an event, at a party, at a friend's house, in some kind of a social setting or in a public place, and this person just kind of walked up to you very confidently, full of life and energy, full of passion. They were checking you out. They were giving you compliments. They were making it very known that they were interested in you. Either they asked for your number or they gave you their number, maybe asked you out for a little date, a little dinner, some coffee, some cocktails, whatever it is that you had going on with this person. I feel like there's this kind of mutual attraction that is happening between the both of you. But because of the way that this person approached you, I feel as though you're a little bit guarding your heart. It may seem because they came up to you and approached you and had that kind of energy that they might do that to everybody, that they may just be for the streets. They may just be that kind of person, cocky, right? A little arrogant, coming up to you and like, I want to get to know you. I want to take you out. What's your number? You know, somebody who seems like they have done that thing before, that they have approached a total, complete, perfect stranger out and asked for their number and has been successful in that. Although you did give them your information, there is something that is holding you back. There's something that is creating this emotional hesitation. And I do think, like I said, it has a lot to do with the way that they approached you, because they just seemed like they were just too smooth. You might feel like this person is a smooth operator, or somebody who might have the gift of gab or a silver tongue, just somebody who is gamed up. Okay, somebody who is not afraid to approach people and attempt to get what they want from them. There's a side of them that you haven't been exposed to yet, or you haven't seen, okay? There's a side to them that's very quiet, very introverted, and very reserved. There's a part of them that only exists in certain capacities. I think if you got to know this person a little bit better, then you would see that side of them more. The side of them that isn't so obnoxious and cocky, the side of them that doesn't demand or desire so much attention, right? This is somebody who definitely marches to the beat of their own drum. They do what they want to do when they want to do it. I think they come across to you as a little bit impulsive, a little bit reckless. And for you, that's really exciting, right? It gets you going a little bit. It's like, oh, who is this? What are they about, right? And then you feel yourself getting caught up in that a little bit, and you go, nope, I don't want to fall into this trap. I don't want to buy whatever they're trying to sell me right now, because you feel like they're trying to sell you something. They're coming across to you. They might be handsome, they might be attractive, they might have a lot of charisma, right? But there's a reason why you are being emotionally blocked, or a reason why you feel like there's more that you need to see or hear from this person. There's a very specific example that's coming to mind. If you started talking to this person, let's say you guys are texting or calling, and they seem to only text or call you within a certain time period or a certain time frame. I mean, obviously people aren't going to text you and call you while they're sleeping. You're getting to know this person, right? But they only seem to call or text you either early in the morning or late at night. It's always kind of isolated. The communication always seems a little bit isolated. Or you always have to wait for them to reach out to you. It's like when you call them or you text them first, you may go hours without getting a call back. You may go hours without getting a text back. But then when it reaches their, free talk and text time, for my millennials who knows what that means, Not that that even exists in this realm of anything anymore, but it's almost like there's an allotted time slot that they have for you, and that's the only time that they'll text you or call you or something like that. And it doesn't just have to be one time during the day, but mostly the thing that I'm picking up on is like they go dead silent for periods at a time. You haven't known this person very well, so you don't really expect too much from the communication, but to you in your mind, like, that's a red flag, right? Why are you texting me like a married person? Why are you disappearing Friday night and waking up on Monday morning? Like, what is the deal here? So it's creating this mistrust between you. And I won't say that it is not deserved. I don't think that this person has really shown you anything that would suggest that you should just trust them, or that you should just believe everything that they say, or that you should just fall in line and only speak to them when they can speak, or only talk to them when they're willing to talk to you. There's like this system. I want to say that this person has a tendency to program people, okay, or condition people to only accept or expect certain things from them at certain times on certain days. And the reason why is because this person may be married. This person may have a whole other person at home, taking care of their kids, cleaning up after them, cooking them some dinner every night, taking care of them, making sure they're okay. This person has a whole other person. I won't say that they are absolutely married, but I have the card of marriage here. Okay? The card of marriage is here. And I think that you're going to find out, you are going to get confirmation for what I'm telling you. Either you already know and this reading is confirmation, or you were suspecting it and this reading is confirming what you've already suspected, but you will get external like confirmation. This is not the only way you're going to find out that this person is married or is living with somebody, and it could be baby mama, could be baby daddy. It's the person that they either have children with or that they are legally married to. This person is like, they have a specific way of communicating and a specific way of going about and doing things that allows them to fly under the radar a little bit. And because you haven't known this person very long, they can say things like, if you say, well, why haven't you talked to me all day? Or why does it seem like you only talk to me on these days or at this time? They'll say, oh, I'm so busy with work, or I have so much going on with work, or I just have a busy life, or I'm always moving around, or I'm not a big texter, or I don't like talking on the phone, right? Okay, because everybody's a little bit different. But whenever you really like somebody, even if you're not a big texter, even if you're not a big talker, you're still going to do those things, because that's really the only way that that person can actually get to know you. When you're really vibing with somebody, when you're really feeling somebody, all the things that you don't do, or some of the things that you don't do, kind of go out the window, because you're feeling it. You're in it, and you want to experience it. The reason why you haven't fully jumped in is because you have common sense, because you're smart, because you use your brain and you use logic. And maybe you've even been in a situation before where you were dealing with somebody who was married, and maybe you didn't notice it as quickly. And maybe they're showing the same signs and signals that they are married, or that they do live with somebody, or that they do have somebody else, right? Or that they are in a relationship. And they absolutely are. They are. There is a reason why they don't allow certain things. I don't know what these things are, but there's something about like there's something that they're like almost adamant about, that I don't do this, or I don't allow that, or I don't go out on this day, or I don't do this at this time. There's something very specific that they've told you. And the only reason why that is because they're married, because they have a family, because they're in a relationship. This person has been doing this for a while. You are not the only person, right? Just as you have suspected, right? This person seemed very confident to you, coming up to you, asking for your number, your information, talking to you. This person seems very confident because they have experience. Doing something over and over and over again will make you more confident in that thing. And it doesn't matter what the thing is. It doesn't matter if the thing is morally right or not. The more you do it, the more confident you feel in it. So if this person, I'm sorry, not this man, this person is accustomed to approaching strangers in public and getting their information and going out on dates and sneaking out behind their person's back, then they're going to seem confident while they're doing it. They're not going to seem phased because this is their game and this is how they like to play. This is their game and this is how they like to play. I see you not being very open to this person because you feel like they're not very open with you. You might feel like they are too focused on the physical, the sexual, the sensual aspect, getting you into bed or getting you into an environment where you would feel comfortable giving them access to you in that way. But I bet you've never been to their house. I bet they won't even invite you over. Okay. Two of Swords for Scorpio, please. Let me see if there's anything else that Spirit wants you to know about this. Some did flip, but there was a bunch, so I'm not taking all of them cards. We have the Emperor, the Five of Pentacles, and the Eight of Cups. Okay. For those of you who know that this person is married, they could be an Aries with the Emperor energy coming up here. They don't have to be. For those of you who know for a fact that this person is married, and if this person is the one who told you they were married, they also told you, oh, we're going through such a rough patch right now. I don't think we're going to make it, like we're going through a separation. We've separated, and I'm going for a divorce. I'm not happy. They don't make me happy anymore. Right? For those of you who do know that this person is married. And here's the thing. If you confront them about it, if you ask them, hey, are you married? Because maybe you've never actually even asked. You would be surprised how often people do not say, are you married? Do you live with a person who thinks that you're, is there anybody who even thinks that they're in a romantic relationship with you right now? That is a really helpful question to ask when dating, because if you don't ask very specific questions, people will take that as, I don't have to give that. It's called a lie of omission. When you omit information, when you don't say things that will potentially change someone's behavior or lead to a different consequence, that's omission. And a lie of omission is when you're not saying something that would be beneficial for somebody to actually make a decision about whether or not they would want to be with you. You come to this person, you tell them, I know you're married, or I'm not messing with you because I know you're with somebody. They're going to come with some sort of sob story about all the difficult times they've been having. They're going to tell you all the worst things about this person. And they're going to say, oh, but you're so different. That's why I want you, because you're nothing like my wife. You're nothing like my husband. You're nothing like my partner. And if I could just, please, Four of Cups for Scorpio. I don't see you falling for this nonsense. I don't see you even being interested in the slightest once you realize that this person actually is with somebody else. And it's not, yeah. We have the Five of Cups and the Four of Cups. You are bored. You're bored already. I think as soon as I revealed that this person was in a relationship, you probably considered clicking off this reading, or you did. You were like, yep, knew it, done. I'm done with this. I don't need to hear anything else. You're over it. You're done with it. You're looking towards bigger and better. I think you're watching this reading because you just wanted to know, like, is it me or is it them? Like, is there a reason why I feel like I shouldn't be jumping in with this person, or am I just scared? Is there a reason that I'm holding back, or am I just afraid of like opening up? There's a reason. Trust your intuition. You have a strong intuition as a Scorpio. You have a strong intuition. Trust your intuition. Trust the guidance that you're being received, or that you are receiving about this person. Trust that. Okay. And if you choose to still deal with this person, know that they're going to be a disappointment and a letdown every step of the way. Because I'm telling you right now, this Queen of Pentacles, who represents their person, their spouse, their wife, their girlfriend, their partner, is going to come before you every time. As horrible as they might make this person out to be, as much as they say that they're separating themselves from this person, as many stories that they might tell you about how this relationship isn't working and not working, they're always going to be the priority for this person. Always. They're not walking away from this person. They're not going to leave this person. I don't know if this person knows what they do and what they don't do behind their back, but what I will say is that ignorance is bliss. And the less you know, the happier you'll be. And the less this person knows about this situation, about what their person is out there doing, running the streets, talking to other people, getting other people's numbers, getting dates. They don't want to know. They don't want to know. There's an energy I'm getting from this that just goes, look, I'm just playing my part. I'm just playing my role. I know how they are and I'm going to let them rock. And for you, it's just like, you would never tolerate something like that. Scorpio is like, I would never deal with somebody like that. So keep that same energy when you're distancing yourself from this person, because I guarantee you, whatever they're telling you to try to convince you that the relationship that you are finding out about is not what it is, it's just to try to keep you on the hook a little bit longer. This is what I have for you, Scorpio. I hope that this was helpful or enlightening in some way. Like, share, comment, subscribe, all of that stuff. And I will be with you next time.